and let's see what happens.
I think that's an astute observation, and yeah, look, reading some of the writings on the interplay in financial systems is absolutely fascinating. But I still for me come back to, what do organizations do in that? I think political will is part of it, but you know politicians and governments haven't been able to get their way. They're not the most efficient at executing. Organizations are subject to what happens politically, but choose their own actions themselves. And what I found in the thousands of conversations investigating how organizations were engaging this complexity and exercising their own agency on their own people and their own capital and their own asset base as their existence. They had a brand, they had a market, they had, what were they doing with that? What was their trustee responsibility to their existence? And there were some people out there who were able to exercise a more deliberative future and were performing sustainably, long term, better in that endeavor than the majority. And I think all of those things you're saying are true, but unfortunately, there's for most of us mere mortals, we are mere spectators to that particular show. But we do have agency over our own actions, and if we are on the board of a corporation, if we are on the board or in the senior executive team within government, I think we need to be more reflective. I think we need to look at that self-actualization. What is our purpose? Why are we here? What is my role of trustee of the existence of this government department or 100-year-old company or whatever it is? What can we do to make the future better from where we stand? And am I fulfilling my own role, legal or otherwise, in making the future better? And I think that political would help. I'm not waiting for it.
What is interesting, Danny, is the principle of integration is a huge tool that I think is starting to. I persuaded in going back to 2008 and 9. I made a speech at St. James's Palace, and I'll just blow my trumpet for a while. It was said to be one of the best speeches ever heard at St. James's Palace. And I had, Prince Charles had invited accountancy bodies from around the world. So people from Australia, from New Zealand, Australia have come together now, but New Zealand, South Africa, America, Belarus, you name it. There is societies or accounts from all over the world. And I put my principle of integration to them. And from that, his A4S and the GRO, which was chairman, started this process of teaching integrated thinking and doing an integrated report. And as your slides show, there's much research that shows when the board starts thinking on this integrated basis and the management operates on an integrated basis, you actually have enhanced governance and enhanced performance. And it's in a sustainable manner.